today I'm starting another kombucha experiment. So I'm just making another batch of tea to go into the kombucha. Consists of, for me, 3 cups of boiled water. Just put that in there. Then I put 1 cup of sugar in, just natural sugar, just normal sugar. Dump that straight in, and I'll stir that in a minute. And then what I do is a tablespoon of loose tea. So I've got 2 different teas. These ones I've tried, and this one, that's what I'm going with for this one. This one's actually going to be a hopped kombucha. I've got an experimental hop, beer hop that I'm going to use. It's got some great tastes and qualities. I think it'll really shine in this kombucha, and it'll be a good experiment. So I've got 1 tablespoon of black organic tea. This is not nice black tea. It's a little bit different. Then I've got a green tea. And it's jasmine and green tea, and it tastes really nice too. It's got a great aftertaste. Namaste. Think of Trish over at One Sip at a Time every time. So put that in there. Then we put our tea leaves in. It sits and sinks, and then we let this brew for 15 minutes. So this is our gallon. So into that 3 cup starter I made with the tea and the cup of sugar, I put another 13 cups of cold water or room temperature water and mix them both together in here. So what I'm doing, I'm going to leave them sit here and acclimate for until they're both the same temperature. Don't want to shock the mother kombucha. And I've got the starter in here. So this will hold 2 gallons, 2 more gallons, and so I'm going to make another 1 gallon starter and put it in there as well. Okay, so I've got 2 gallons added, so there's about 3 gallons in there now. I always leave a strong starter in there. So now we're going to let this go for about 7 days and go from there. Scoby on top starting to rise up again. They go anywhere in there, it doesn't matter where it goes, it always comes up to the top and then gets another layer every brew. Alright, so let's cover it up and I'll keep you in the loop. Alright, so the starter kombucha is came right down, pH is tart enough now, so I'm going to put 2 gallons in here with some of these hops. These are an experimental hop. The profile fits exactly what I think will work with a kombucha, the berry, tropically citrusy. And I'm just going to dry hop it for 4 days in a bag that I've already sanitized. Obviously everything's sanitized this stage, and then we'll try it after that, and we're going to bottle it, condition it so we can get the carb. Okay, so I've got enough left in there for another starter. I always leave enough left for a real healthy starter. I'll put another 2 gallons back in there, and that'll go into the next project. Got my strainer bag in. That'll just stay in there now with the hops like that for 4 days. Screw the top on, and this I'm going to airlock it just to keep everything out of there, and I don't really need it to aerate at the moment. And we'll get back in a couple of days. So it's been 3 days. I think that's long enough. The hops have broken down a lot in there in the bag, so I'm going to and there's some free floaty stuff, probably a bit of the kombucha symbiotic scoby stuff floating around in there as well. So what I'm going to do is strain it through. This one's a really thin micron. And then I'm going to bottle it. I've got 6 plastic bottles because I'm going to send these out to some people to try. Good or bad, I don't care. It's all a part of the experiment. And then I'll bottle the rest into some Grolic bottles. I'm going to carve it the old-fashioned way, just with the priming sugar. I'm not going to put fruit or raisins or sultanas or whatever in there like standard kombucha. I'm just going to. I want it pretty. I don't want to screw up the taste of the hops with anything else. I want them to just be the hoppy hops. So I will get this bottled up and then we'll check back. I'm going to do a little bit of a taste in a minute too with it and see where it's at. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty full on hop until it mellows out after a couple of days in the bottle. But yeah, let's get them bottled up. So it's all bottled up. First impressions, I'm not going to give too much away at the moment, but that's a very peculiar hop. I'm digging it. So it's got a little bit of the earthy, danky taste, the aftertaste after the initial hop taste. So hopefully that mellows out after a week in the bottle to carb up, and then I'll come back for a tasting. But first impressions, it's pretty fun. Definitely tastes like kombucha still. All right. See you soon. There's a scoby reformed in the bottle, unfortunately. Carved up really well. Carved up, you know, very well. But unfortunately, the scoby reformed, so I'm going to have to pasteurize them. Yeah. Such a shame. Oh, hey. All R&D, isn't it? Hey everybody, okay, so back to the tasting of this kombucha hopped. And it's come up alright. There's been a few struggles. I had to redo some, and I had to use a coffee strainer, like the coffee filter strainers, to strain some more of the scoby's symbolic eminism out of there. It was just too much in the bottle. When I put it with the hops, and plus all the hop matter, it reformed another scoby, and you've probably just seen that and me having to dump a couple of bottles. But here we go again. It's been another week since I've re-bottled some of it, and it seems to be holding up. There's nothing in the bottle. The bottles look good at this stage, so that's what it's going to look like now. Yeah, it smells like beer hops. It smells, yeah, it definitely smells, yeah, it's tropical. Definitely smells tropical now. It's like a little bit hazy. It's not clear, but I suppose that's typical for kombucha. And then once again, the tea that I used was a cross on this one, and so it was a black tea. Organic from David's Teas, and it was an English breakfast. So it's where is it here? So here it is here. It's David's English breakfast blend, and I love this tea once I've got to use it. And then I also love the green tea blend that I got too, the organic green tea blend, and it's a jasmine green tea. But I think I could drink either of these separately, but both is really nice. Okay, so let's have a taste and see if it's calmed down. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so it definitely tastes like a kombucha. Honestly, it tastes like a fruited kombucha. It's definitely got that kombucha tang to it, but still it's got like a real great, the grassiness and the dankiness. I think I can like just a little bit of dankiness, but that grassiness from the first batch, since I filtered it through a coffee strainer, it's taken all of that extra like dankness and grassiness and that you don't need in the kombucha, and it's brought that kombucha, beautiful kombucha taste back, and like it's got that tropical like I can really taste orange, like a lot of orange. Yeah, it just tastes like a fruity kombucha. The sugar is bought. It doesn't hold a head, but that's that's atypical. But it's definitely carbonated, perfect. And the color, I don't know, that's the way the color came out. So it's been a great experiment. I'm really happy with the experiment so far. What I'm going to do, I've got some bottles of this. I'm going to hold it tight just to make sure that scoby doesn't form on the top of the bottle again, like the other bottles. And I'm going to be sending it out. It's really hard. It's really nice actually. It's hard to detect that it's a beer hop giving it this fruitiness, other than the fact that it's not sweet, like that real sweet. it's just got that subdued fruitness, tropical fruitness too. So yeah, this is really nice. And good carbonation from when you drink it. So I've also done some June as well, or June, but how June, whatever. The honey based one as well. So I've got a honey based one going as well. Also tried to do a sour using a scoby, the kettle sour, and I had some good success with that too. Anyway, that's in the future. And a CBD kombucha just around the corner. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you've got any comments or queries, or please, you know, any information, comment down below. Love to hear it. Love to interact with you guys. I'm going to send some of this out, but I'm going to wait a little while. I need to know this is going to travel and for longevity. I don't need it forming crap in a bottle that people have got to, you know, it just looks ugly. Anyway, this has been a really cool experiment, and I've got more coming. So cheers and kombucha.